Millions of people flock to Las Vegas to spend their time and money on the iconic Las Vegas Strip. But if you're a local, there's much more to experience. I'm Danny Beckstrom. Welcome to How to Vegas, your weekly guide to Las Vegas and Southern Nevada. In the next 30 minutes, we'll tell you about places and things that locals can enjoy, including a glimpse of ancient history, spotting new local art around town, and cashing in on the NFL season Las Vegas style. Let's get started. In this week's Close to Home, 13 Action News' Jason Dinant shows you 3 spots in Southern Nevada where you can get a glimpse of ancient history.
The first stop on this week's Close to Home adventure is Sloan Canyon National Conservation Area. It's a quick 30-minute drive south of Las Vegas and home to more than 300 rock art panels. The 4.1-mile loop trail will take you around the canyon and into the heart of what has been described as the Sistine Chapel of Native American rock art. It will take you about 30 minutes of walking on a fairly easy rock trail before you reach the first petroglyphs. Make sure to keep an eye out and you'll be amazed by the awesome history you see. There is not much shade on this trail, so bring your sunscreen, wear a hat, and remember to drink plenty of water. When you arrive at the turning point of the loop, you will be in the center of history. Take a moment, breathe in the desert air, and enjoy. Next up, head north of the city to the Valley of Fire State Park. About an hour-and-a-half drive from Sloan Canyon, this state park is home to ancient, petrified trees and petroglyphs dating back more than 2,000 years. At Ladder Rock, inside the park, is a great place to see these ancient drawings. The staircase that has been added to the side of the rock will make this trail easy as you climb a few levels of stairs. Once on top, the views are breathtaking and the history is rich. This spot makes for the perfect photo op. Valley of Fire has so much to see. Another favorite spot is Elephant Rock. Take the short trail to this rock formation and you'll quickly see how it got its name. Just over an hour from Valley of Fire and just about 30 minutes from Las Vegas, you can explore Calico Basin. In last week's Close to Home, we showed you Red Rock Canyon Loop. The Calico Basin is outside of the loop, and a local's tip: unlike the loop, the basin is free to enjoy. To view the petroglyphs here, simply head to the Red Springs picnic area located off of Calico Basin Road. The Boardwalk Trail has a little bit of everything, from stunning rock formations, beautiful wildflowers, intense scenery, and fascinating history. The walk will lead you past many ancient rock drawings and petroglyphs. It will also wind past the spring which Red Springs is named for. This trailhead has a covered picnic area that makes it a perfect spot for a family lunch or date with your special someone. Southern Nevada is full of rich, ancient, and natural history to explore. Until next time, don't be afraid to take a road less traveled and explore close to home. Jason Dinant, 13 Action News.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. A unique style of art is popping up at local businesses, from coffee shops to clothing stores to day clubs on the Strip. 13 Action News' Amy Abdelsayed introduces us to Adam Rella. You may not know his name, but you'll probably recognize his work.
Step out in Las Vegas and more than likely you'll eventually stumble upon artwork made by this guy.
My name is Adam Rella. I have an art brand called Pretty Done here in Las Vegas, and I paint and design every day.
Adam has characters decorating almost every corner of town.
7th and Carson, Area 15, Makers and Finders, Ferguson's downtown, Disco Pussy. Alt Rebel is a clothing store, Fashion Show Mall. Oh, I forgot a mural I did on the Strip, so you could cut this in. Marquee Day Club at the Cosmopolitan.
Seriously, if he can paint it, he will. For the record, that's water-based paint, and he says the horse is just fine.
Art is kind of sprinkled around town in other different venues, but those are the main public spaces.
Las Vegas Strip headliner Usher recently commissioned a painting of his and some custom shoes.
Customized with his logo. Elements that represent what he does were specific to him, and that was delivered to him in his dressing room by Caesars. I haven't heard from him, but I've heard he liked it.
Rella describes his style as abstract pop. It can be mesmerizing to watch him create.
And a lot of it is freestyled and just made up in the moment.
That spontaneity is the same approach he takes to music as a DJ.
I'm originally from Ohio. I started DJing in Florida, and I moved to Vegas in 2010.
It's in Las Vegas where Pretty Done the brand was born.
I was already drawing prior to that, and when I moved here, I had a lot of free time, so I really put a lot of pen to paper.
His first mural, painted in 2017 for Ferguson's Alley downtown. That same year, his mural on 7th and Carson was made as the entrance to Life is Beautiful.
So this is kind of my main permanent flagship mural downtown that I always send people down here to see it. It's accessible. It's kind of a big one for me.
Adam's getting ready to make a new piece for this year's festival too, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, his work can be found on walls around town, on ceilings, apparel, logos, and all over social media. His murals are so inviting and make a perfect backdrop for selfies. Take his space at the Fashion Show Mall.
I have a art exhibit there that's been up all summer. It's called Summertime Happiness. It's a retail space that is non-retail, and you go in there and enjoy the artwork. You could take photos, play games, dance to the music I have playing in there. Essentially, they just gave me creative freedom for this, and I just painted the whole place top to bottom.
Adam recently started using his social media in a new way. From time to time, he announces art drops at his mural on Carson and 7th Street.
I pull a bunch of paintings and products and things from my studio that have been piling up throughout all the years that I want to give to people. So I'll come here and drop off a bunch of products and things for people to pick up and share and show in their homes and collect.
He says art drops are a win-win.
It's a way for me to make more room for new products and paintings that I'm working on and share stuff with new people. We're almost at 30, and each one I drop off about 15 pieces at least.
Ultimately, he just wants people to feel good.
When people see my art, I want them to feel happy, joy, positive, inspired, weird, silly, fun.
And as for his impact on Las Vegas,
I'm happy that these venues and people have embraced the art because now it's just living and breathing and representing their world as well as my art. So more to come.
make sure to visit ktv.com for more information. There you can also find a map of all the places Pretty Done art pops up in the Valley. For How To Vegas, I'm Amy Abdelsayed.
We'll be back with more of How to Vegas after the break. Welcome back to How to Vegas, your weekly look at what there is to see, do, and taste in Las Vegas. For more on things to do around the Valley, visit ktnv.com/things to do. Football is king when it comes to sports betting. 13 Action News' Jordan Gartner takes you to the Las Vegas Sportsbook that offers you the chance to win during season-long contests.
Sports betting is no longer something just done in Las Vegas, but the Vegas line is still the standard. Wagering on sports has come a long way from your neighborhood bookie, and Las Vegas sportsbooks continue to raise the ante.
When we opened Circa, we opened the world's largest sports book, and we thought we needed to bring the world's largest football contest to Las Vegas.
Derek Stevens has gone all in on sports betting with opening the biggest sports book in the world at his Circa resort.
With the screens that we put together behind us, the 78 million pixels, it makes you feel like you're right at a game. Excited about football, we're excited about football contests, and just another great reason to come to Las Vegas.
And Stevens is guaranteeing a prize pool of at least $4 million this year in his Circa Sports Million Football Betting Contest.
Where you pick 5 games each week against the point spread. We're guaranteeing $4 million in total prize pool in the Circa Sports Millions. If we have more than 4,000 entrants, and it's $1,000 to enter. If we have more than 4,000 entrants, all the money goes back into the pot. We offer a contest with no rake, so there's nothing held back. Our whole deal is we want people to come to the sports book.
Every year, sportsbooks offer football fans the chance to become potential millionaires with their own selections against the book. Circa is offering 2 chances at such a payday.
Our second contest is called the Circa Survivor. This year we're guaranteeing $6 million. Just have to pick 1 game a week. The tricky part is once you pick the one game, the one team, you can't pick that team ever again the rest of the year. So it progressively gets a little bit more difficult as the season rolls on.
The longest running handicapping contest is the Super Contest at the Westgate, Las Vegas. 2021 marks the 33rd year of the contest, and Superbook director Jay Cornegay says there are even more ways to win this year.
We really ramped it up this year. In the past, we've had 4 in-season contests. Now we have 9 in-season contests. And what that means is, even though people that get off to a rough start, we've all been there, that you've been in a year-long contest, you have a couple of bad weeks and you feel like you're out of it. It's a little different this year with all the in-season contests. So we have 6 3-week contests, each winner getting $75,000, $25,000 for second, and $5,000 for third. And then we also have 3 6-week contests, which the winner gets $100K for each one of those contests, and we pay out the top 5 there.
The Super Contest has paid a top prize of $1.5 million in the past, with this year's contestants continuing to enter.
The entry fee is $1,000 now, and it's 100% payback, so everything that's in the pool is dished out to all the contestants. We anticipate that we'll get anywhere from $1,800 to $2,200 when it's all final, and that means the overall winner will be receiving around $500,000.
And not to be outdone, Station Casinos are bringing back its annual Last Man Standing contest, where another $1 million is up for grabs.
Football season is here. Our 2 signature contests, Last Man Standing, our college and pro football contest, $25 entry fee for each. But really the key is for college, guaranteed $100,000, pros guaranteed $150,000.
Station's Last Man Standing offers sports fans the chance to pick college and pro games throughout the season.
You sign up by September 6th and happen to be a lucky contestant who wins them both, $750,000 bonus, making it a cool $1 million Last Man Standing. They're both great contests or elimination contests. You win and you move on, you lose and you go home. $25 entry fee, 4 entries for $100, gets you the 5th entry free.
No matter your betting style, Las Vegas has you covered, and with a few selections and of course some betting luck, you could be the next millionaire. Reporting, Jordan Gartner, 13 Action News.
We'll be back with more of How to Vegas after the break. Welcome back to How to Vegas, your weekly look at what there is to see, do, and taste in Las Vegas. For more on things to do around the valley, visit ktnv.com/things to do. From new brunch spots to the Wynn inviting guests to enjoy a day at the beach, Melinda Shekels of offthestrip.com shares what Vegas eats over Labor Day weekend.
Hi, this is Melinda Shekels, and this is Vegas Eats on How to Vegas. And every week we bring you the very best happenings from the Las Vegas food and beverage scene, the best bites, the reservations to book, and all the events happening around town. So this week, Milk Bar is teaming up with Shake Shack, 2 of my favorites. So Milk Bar is Christina Tosi's confectionery shop. They're known for their cereal, milk soft serve, and other really cool frozen delights. They're teaming up with Shake Shack to do 2 very special shakes for a very good cause. So now the chocolate birthday cake shake, yes, just as good as it sounds, features Milk Bar birthday crumbs, the Milk Bar birthday frosting, and hand spun with chocolate cake frozen yogurt, topped with whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. The second shake, the cornflake chocolate drizzle shake, is made with Milk Bar cornflake crunch, hand-spun with malted vanilla frozen custard and topped with Milk Bar chocolate fudge drizzle. So they're donating a portion of these proceeds to the Birthday Party Foundation, which helps kids dealing with homelessness. And you can get these shakes through November, so check them out at all Valley Shake Shack locations. Over at Wynn, they just recently announced that they will be opening a new restaurant. So this new restaurant, Casa Playa, is from executive chef Sarah Thompson, and it will feature coastal Mexican food, very refined, very fun coastal Mexican food, and they will also feature an incredible agave spirits collection. So some of the dishes that we'll be able to find there, sound so amazing. The black truffle tostada, the duck confit tamale, the whole cauliflower al pastor, Yucatan chicken pibil, as well as whole roasted carnitas, and the Casa Playa surf and turf. And property mixologist and cocktail queen Marina Mercer is doing the cocktails over there, and she is doing some really fun ones. And those are called the Forbidden Fruit, the Temple of Doom, as you can only imagine, the City of Dawn, and the Ojo de Tigre. So Casa Playa will open this fall, and you can check it out now at Wynn Las Vegas. You can make your reservations to get in there. It'll be an amazing dining experience, set next to Encore Beach Club with music throughout the night. Great place to grab a drink, great place to have dinner, great place to have fun after both of those things. Now, Vegas Unstripped is back. Vegas Unstripped is one of the culinary community's most lauded events, started by Feast of Friends. It is a benefit event that powers the local food scene through communities. So chefs such as Justin Kingsley Hall, John Arena from Metro Pizza, Brian Howard from Sparrow and Wolf, Gary Lamore from Honest Hospitality, they'll all be teaming up to do one night only dishes. This is all going to happen October 16th, 8 p.m. This event happens every year. It's been going on now. They've been raised close to $15,000 for underserved local charities. Check this out, Vegas Unstripped, fantastic event. Get a ticket, it always sells out, and you can really sample through dozens of our very favorite local chefs here in Las Vegas. And last but not least, if you're looking for something to do this Labor Day weekend, check out Viva at Resorts World. They are going to be doing their brunch. So they're launching a boozy brunch. It'll be Saturday and Sunday this weekend, as well as continuing on after that. It's from 10 to 2. So Viva is the Mexican restaurant there inside Resorts World from Chef Ray Garcia, who's from LA. And they're going to be featuring some really incredible dishes and cocktails. One of my favorites, the chilaquiles, always a very awesome dish to have. And then a breakfast burrito, they're also going to be doing all of the favorites like huevos rancheros. They're going to be doing camarones tacos, pozole, and this will all be, with cocktails from Michael Monreal. He'll be doing all of the sangria and drinks there as well. And it's going to be a very fun brunch at Resorts World kicking off this weekend. So check that out. This is Melinda Shekels, and this has been Vegas Eats on How to Vegas. Tune in next week for more.
Are you looking for a few good movie choices over Labor Day weekend? Well, movie critic Josh Bell has all the movies with Las Vegas connections that you can binge during the holiday.
I'm Josh Bell with a look at the latest Vegas connection to the movies. First up is the horror movie Superhost, now streaming on Shudder. Superhost is the latest from Las Vegas filmmaker Brandon Christensen, following his previous horror movies Stillborn and Z. Filmed on Mount Charleston, Superhost stars Osric Chow and Sarah Canning as a couple of travel influencers who check into a seemingly gorgeous vacation rental that hides a sinister secret. Former Disney star Gracie Gillam gives a hilariously unhinged performance as the host who will do anything for a good review, even if she has to kill for it. Scream Queen Barbara Crampton also shows up in a memorable cameo as a disgruntled vacation rental owner who has no idea what she's gotten into. Superhost is suspenseful and clever, making great use of its single location and limited resources. It's another impressive achievement for Brandon Christensen, who's become a rising star in the indie horror world. That's Superhost, now on Shudder. Now available via virtual cinema rentals and coming September 7th to VOD is the documentary Black Magic Live Stripped. Producers Jean-Claude Lamar and Eureka Prats deliver a showcase for their male review show Black Magic Live, which has been performed in various Las Vegas venues for the last several years. The movie is pretty much an 80-minute commercial for the stage production, but it offers some interesting stories about the backgrounds of the various dancers, as well as some juicy drama about the production's former association with actress Vivica Fox. Black Magic Live Stripped is available now via Laemmle Theaters Online and will be on VOD September 7th and DVD September 21st. A couple of local film projects have new crowdfunding campaigns to support. Prolific horror and action producers Michael and Sunny Mahal are raising money for their latest horror movie, Bermuda Island, about airline passengers stranded on a dangerous island. And local theater director Jay Nagel is raising money for the screen adaptation of his campy stage production, Slammer the Prison Girl Musical. Both campaigns can be found at Indiegogo. For more movie talk from me, check out Awesome Movie Year, the podcast I co-host with comedian Jason Harris, at awesomemovieyear.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.
We'll be back with more of How to Vegas after the break. Welcome back to How to Vegas, your weekly look at what there is to see, do, and taste in Las Vegas. For more on things to do around the valley, visit ktnv.com/things to do. Stevie Mack, who became a Burning Man legend because of his man-in-the-mirror costume, is opening a new show in Las Vegas that combines comedy, magic, and burlesque. Find out what you can expect from Mr. Daddy's Cabaret.
Mr. Daddy's Cabaret is definitely the definition of a Las Vegas show. I would say it's a sprinkle of every single show in Vegas combined into one. You got the comedy, you got the magic, you got the burlesque, you got the cirque, you got the aerial, you got outside of the box, you got the drag, there's literally something for everyone besides children. I'm Las Vegas local now. I've been in Las Vegas for 13 years now. I'm originally from Orlando, Florida. I started throwing events when I was 16, so that kind of got me into throwing events and the entertainment side of things. And I would book my friends and book myself because I do a fire boy show and I do a character stage performances as well. Me and my friend Tita got together. She's my executive producer, and we put together a proposal for him. We called like 16 of our entertainer friends because everyone's out of work, and we got 8 solid commitments plus our 2 acts because she does a snake charming act as well. So then we had 10 acts, we wrote the proposal, we ended up getting 2 more acts involved, and he said yes. My main focus is working on my stage show, my stage production, Mr. Daddy's Cabaret, where I'm one of the acts. Man in the Mirror is an act, it's an all glass mirror suit that I built, about 5,000 mirrors. I cut each one and shaved each one so it's not sharp. So people call me the mascot of Burning Man, I guess you could say, because my Man in the Mirror suit that I built it actually for an art installation for Burning Man. That was the original premise behind it. I've been 10 Burning Mans in a row. If you count the virtual burns, I've been to 11. I've been to 24 burns. As far as the regionals go, I produced the regional Burning Man event here called the Forgotten City with Damon T for 7 years in a row. Where haven't I performed now? I performed all over America, with Miami, Ultra, EDC, all the bigger festivals, stuff like that. I performed Mexico, I performed in the Bahamas once. I was all over Australia. I did a 12-week tour, 10 festival tour in Australia. Mr. Daddy's Cabaret is a whole entire cast of locals, all very passionate. All of us were out of work during the pandemic, and it's like such an amazing feeling for me to get all of these most talented people back on stage. So the show starts with, like I said, with me as Man in the Mirror, drag queen on stilts. We have a choreographed dance crew. We have a aerial chain act. We have Rudy Kobe the magician. We have the world's #1 beatboxer. We have an aerial pole act. We have an aerial shibari act. Sprinkling the magic, sprinkling comedy and my comedy routine and stuff like that on top of it. So it's really good. It's really good. We've done 6 shows so far. We outgrew the theater that we were in, and we're moving into a new theater in mid-fall. This to me, is the definition of what you want in Las Vegas. It's gritty, it's grimy, it's real, it's classy. You dress up to come see our show. It's all Las Vegas locals that have been practicing their acts forever and ever. It's not, go to a show, it's like, oh, these guys from Poland, these guys from Russia, these guys from England, these guys, where's the guys from Vegas, baby? So that's what Mr. Daddy's bringing you, the real Las Vegas show. It's an 18+ show, yeah, the humor and everything, and just yeah, it's 18+ show, for sure. The best way to look for us is on MrDaddyExperience.com, and you can go there to get all the updates with all of us, so that's the way to look for us.
Thanks for watching How to Vegas. If you missed any part of this week's program, just hit the back button on your remote and scroll down until you see KTNV Digital Exclusives. There you'll find this show and all of our dedicated streaming content. Stay tuned for more from 13 Action News after the break, and check us out anytime here on KTNV Streaming. Las Vegas News on your time.